That we have in the working place a lot of chemicals having various symbols. Like here we have chemicals here with a symbol with exclamatory mark. Here another item with these two symbols, and here is another item with this corrosive symbol. Here is one household product with the symbol of this one. Now here we have seen the symbols are of two standards which is very popularly used all over the world. Two standards. One standard is called COS or European standards, called Control of Substances Hazardous to Health. Another standard which is very popularly used in Canada, which is called WHMIS, WHMIS. There is a Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System. Okay, both these systems are more or less identical in some areas, but it's different, unlike in many areas. There are other standards in the world, say HIS, Hazard Information System, also talking about the classes of chemicals. Then in many countries, in China there is another standards. So that means in many countries they have the different standards, different pictogram like that to represent the chemical like that. This is like COS, Control of Substances Hazardous to Health. So then now the users, it is difficult for the users. Okay, it is good that the chemicals are with the symbols, but it is also sometimes confusing that this user, when they are using the product of various countries with the various symbols, sometimes make a misconception and confusion to the users, make a misunderstanding as well. So that is why United Nations have made a standard which is called Globally Harmonized System for Hazardous globally harmonized system for labeling for classification and labeling of chemicals. Once again, globally harmonized system for classification and labeling of chemicals. This one will be will set aside all the standards what the countries are following. That it is already mandatory in some countries which are member of United Nations. Like it is going to be implemented very soon in Canada, and already in US it is law act that they will use this symbol, and many other countries are there gradually implementing that one. This is called actually GHS, Globally Harmonized System for Labeling and for Classification and Labeling of Chemicals. As we told that we have used in our hospital the WHMIS system. There is a Workplace Hazardous Material Information System that I am going to show you right now, the WHMIS system and their symbols here, and then we will show you the European symbols here one by one, which is toxic, the skull and bone, and another skull and bone symbol or pictogram with the here you see the T plus that is very toxic. Another one is harmful. Another one, same labeling, harmful, with the mark I at the corner is the irritant. Another one is the highly flammable, similarly F plus, extremely flammable, explosive and dangerous to the environment, and oxidizing and corrosive materials. Okay, now this GHS symbol, and as I discussed with you, that WHMIS system. Now, what the globally harmonized system for classification and labeling chemicals will be beneficial? As I told that GHS created in 1992 by United Nations for classifying of chemical hazards, designing and warning the chemicals, organizing the informations on SDS. SDS means the safety data sheet. Previously it was called MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheet. Sometimes it makes a confusion with MSDs like musculoskeletal disorders. However, now the word is very popularly implemented around the globe. Is called SDS instead of MSDS. SDS, that is same thing, material safety data sheet. It is called now safety data sheet, but with a standardized section in SDS and with the standardized value of number of values of various toxicity like LD, LC, that is the lethal dose and lethal concentration. Now we are showing a small video here for the GHS system. Here.
Hi, I'm Beth, and I want to take a minute to talk to you about GHS and why it's important to you. Firstly, what is GHS? GHS, which is short for Globally Harmonized System of Classification and Labeling of Chemicals, was created by the United Nations in 1992 as a single, unified global approach to classifying chemical hazards, designing warning labels, and organizing information on safety data sheets. This way, people can quickly and easily identify chemicals and potential hazards regardless of what part of the world they're from or what language they speak. It is based on major existing systems, including the OSHA Hazard Communication Standard, or HCS, that we've been using here in the U.S. for decades. Okay, I know what you're asking yourself. Why the change to GHS if we have a system of our own already? Well, before GHS had been developed, every country had their own hazard communication system. So many different systems led to major confusion and posed a serious danger to workers when handling chemical shipments from overseas. By adopting a GHS system, the U.S. joins a growing number of nations, all using the same warning symbols and labeling information. GHS will make major improvements to the safety and health protection of American workers. If you take this and combine it with significant cost savings through productivity improvements, fewer safety data sheets and label updates, and simpler HAZCOM training, it's easy to see that GHS is a winning strategy for American employers and their workers. So, who needs to comply with GHS? If you manufacture, supply, or use chemicals, then you're required by law to comply with GHS. Employers are required to have trained their employees on the new label elements and the safety data sheet format by December 1st, 2013.
Here you have already got a lot of information regarding GHS, why it is, how it is, which country, what is the actually basic requirement for that. As it was already explained there, that it is an internationally agreed upon system created by the United Nations, and this publication is in the Purple Book of published by United Nations, and popularly it is known as Purple Book. There is a Purple Book, that means the book or guideline where it contains the requirements of globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, the Purple Book. And as it was already told here, that it is designed to replace the various classifications and labeling standards used in different countries, and also it is inconsistent criteria for classification of labeling classification and labeling of chemicals on global basis. Now here you can see one by one that in each slide 3 pictogram is in the form of flame, in the exclamatory mark, and the health hazard, and in each symbol there are the hazards, name of the hazard posed by that chemical. And if this chemical have one or more hazard containing there as under the label, then that chemical should be labeled according to that pictogram. But say another second slide, you will see another three symbols or pictogram with the skull and crossbone, which is for acute toxicity, and next symbol is explosive, and another one is oxidizer. Okay, and the last three symbols are for corrosive, for the corrosion. It's a corrosive materials, gas cylinders, and another one, last one is the environment. These are the 9 pictogram used as under the GHS system. Now, how you will make a workplace material inventory form, how you will fill up it. What is this form actually? This form contains some informations, what the chemicals you have, more than 1 or 110 or 100, whatever the chemicals you have. Then if you if you just fill up this inventory form, at that time you will have all the basic informations of the chemical on your fingertips in one page. That inventory form contains the name of the product. It contains whether you have the SDS available to you or not, what type of pictogram that it is bearing on its container, and whether the GHS label is attached to the container or not, and name of the PPEs, that means the personal protective equipment required to use this particular chemical, and whether there is a spill kit available or not, staff are briefed or not, manufacturer's address, storage location, quantity, and other remarks. These are the very few basic questions is on the inventory form. Now, how you will fill up this inventory form? If the product contains the symbol whatever I have here, then it is as per GHS. Then you can say yes, we have, and make a tick mark on the inventory form. If you have this symbol that is also according to GHS, then you can make directly. But if you have these two symbols here, that one is very similar to GHS for the environmental harmful, but it is not in GHS. It's a part of the European symbol or the cost very successfully used in UK. That is the control of substances hazardous to health. Now the question is that how will transfer this one to the GHS system, or from this one which is called WMS system, WMS pictogram, to this standard to GHS. In the next slide, you will see the conversion table of the symbol under the WMS, and you will see the class of these symbols, and at the same time you will see the what its hazard involved with the product, and last column you will see the symbols as per GHS. Now you see one by one slide, and you can see that if, say, as for example, we have this product with the flammable. Now how will compare it to GHS? You see the first slide, the WMS symbol is that with a circle. This circle is the WMS symbol. There is a class of flammable and combustible material. That means this material poses hazard of flammability. It is a self-reactive, or if it is pyrophoric or self-heating, or it makes a flammable product with in contact of water, then this class of product are under the symbol flame in the red hearts of GHS. Then since this product of class of B in WMS has the flammability hazard involved with this product, that is why it is under the symbol of flammable in the hearts, red hearts. Similarly, say we have this product which is this one is very similar to environmental harmful chemical, and this is the symbol for the health hazard, harmful hazard. It doesn't contain any I, that is called the irritation. It is only that cross level or cross band is harmful. Then harmful is not in GHS. That how you will transfer from the harmful that is the standard of European standard or British standard to GHS. You can see in this slide that here is a cross harmful, that means if it is acute toxic, it must bear the bone and skull and cross bone symbol in a red heart inside the red diamond. That means this symbol here you'll see this symbol here. That means this harmful, it is acute toxicity or the fatal toxic, then it will be the skull and bone. This is a few of the examples that we showed here. And again you will see here, this product is here, another symbol that you will get for this product, the dangerous to the environment, it is to the symbol of GHS under the last symbol of the similar symbol, but it is on the square and base is yellow. Here is it is under the red hearts, white background, and the symbol color is pictogram is black, and this is the GHS symbol. It is the symbol to be represent like that in the similar way globally, not in different format, exactly what is shown as GHS symbol. Okay, now these are the few examples, but at last what I'd like to mention you that the product is generally each product bears generally more than one symbol, and more than one symbol is even two or three symbols, even more than one symbol, two symbols are very normal. Say this product bear two symbols. Okay, this product bear one symbol only. So that means it's a very less product which brings the one symbol, but more symbols you will get in a lot of chemicals. That means it poses both hazard what is mentioned under the symbol in GHS system. So this is just we are going at the end of this briefing, but what we are disclaiming that we try to provide you the information as very carefully, as much as careful, and assume that that all basic informations are here, but we do not claim that all informations are here. All the for the rest of the information you need to consult with SGS, or you need to consult with the manufacturer to get the more important and more other hazard it has. At last, what I'd like to mention here again, that all these informations and many other information related to occupational health and safety you will get in the shared drive